Okay, so your family culture project, you're going to create a project that represents the culture of your family. Now, I know a lot of you might have a family where you live with 2 different locations, with 2 different family units. If that's the case, you can just choose one if you want. And it doesn't have to be with who you're with more necessarily. Just choose one and you can describe that family culture. Or if you want to do both, that'd be fine too. You just kind of have to differentiate and say, when I'm with my mom's side, it's more like this. With my dad's side, more like this. Don't be distracted right now. Okay. All right, so the culture of your family, and it can be, some of it can be extended, but most of it is just your personal family that you're living with on a daily basis. You want to be very creative with this. It can be a presentation for the class, or you can present it in other forms too. You can use technology, but you don't have to limit yourself to just your MacBook. You don't have to use technology for this. It's meant to be fun and all about you. Okay, so present your family, represent your family well with this and who they are. So you have your sheet in front of you. Yesterday we went through and we had discussion about all these. And we had a main 8 main categories. Most of you are going to use those 8 main categories. But someone did say, hey, my family's really into the military. Yeah, you could use that as one of yours. Or someone said they like RV camping a lot, right? Jude's family does that? Yeah, if your family does that a lot, that'd be a great one. If you only do it like a few times a year, yeah, that's probably not the main thing about your family culture. But if one of these categories down here, go ahead and use it. I don't want all 5 of your categories to come from down here, but it'd be okay if 1 or 2 of them does. All right, so, and the questions are there to guide you. Those aren't questions you're answering. This isn't a Q&A. This isn't a worksheet you're doing. Use those questions to help guide it. But for the one that's like, let's have a good example here. For the food one, you don't have to answer both those questions. Maybe it's something totally different. Maybe your family grills out all the time. For the jobs, you could have your jobs completely about chores around the house or completely about the family visit. You don't have to answer everything on each of these. Okay, so you are doing 5, not more than 5. So you have to limit yourself. And some of those you could maybe smash together because some things could fit in more than one category. Family traditions, if you're not going to do religion is one of them. For family traditions, you could include your Easter tradition or your Christmas tradition. But if you're doing religion too, you probably want it to fit under that category. Okay, options to present. You're not limited to just these. You could do a slideshow. You could do Google Slides like we do a lot in here. You don't have to. You could do Canva, Keynote. That'd be one option. You could make a video presentation of you talking through this. Now, I don't want you just going off the cuff and just making it up as you go, like I'm doing right now in this video. No, it has to be much better planned out, okay? And I don't want it to go on for 20 minutes. All 5 categories probably in 5 minutes or so. You could interview somebody in your family for this project. That'd be cool. And that could be the main part of it, or that could just be a side part of it. I don't want a 20-minute interview turned in though you'll probably talk to someone about this for at least 20 minutes if that's the route you're going. Okay, so maybe you would cut out short snippets. Someone in the last class said, okay, can I make a Google slide and then insert videos from my video and my interview into that? I thought that would be a really cool option. Like you have a slide about the military, and then you have like a 10-second segment of your grandpa talking about being in the military. And then you have a couple other things on there too on that slide. Okay. You could write an essay for those of you that are good writers. You'd have some kind of introduction, some kind of conclusion, and then 5 paragraphs in the middle over the 5 things you did. How many sentences do you think in those paragraphs?
5 to 7, 8, 7,
3, 4, 5. Some of them are probably longer than others. Okay. More than probably 3 sentences. Yeah, 5 or 8. There will be a little bit longer paragraphs. This could be the longest paper you've ever written. That's not a story. Be a really good practice for next year and the year after when we're going to do a lot of writing. You could do a poster board, especially for those of you that are more artistic. And yes, you would have to buy your own poster board, because that's that. And maybe you have like 5 different areas on your poster board, or this one has actually pictures and almost have like a photo album. That'd be super cool. You go to Snapfish or whatever and you print off a bunch of pictures of your family wearing military clothing through the years. Or you go to another one and you print off a bunch of foods, your family at meals. That'd be super cool if you did something like that. Okay. You could do other things too. These are just some ideas for you. Anybody have any other ideas right now off the top of their head that's not like I didn't just cover? Yeah.
Do you have to do a poster board or you can just do a poster?
Poster would be, yeah. Try anything. Yep. Anyone else have ideas? Okay, what questions do you have about this project? So you've already started gathering the information yesterday. You might want to interview somebody to get more on that information. This is one of those projects that parents and grandparents could really help out with. Okay, go ahead and stop.